Hi, I'm Tlish and you're watching Coffee and Clix. If you enjoy my content, please like and subscribe and click on the link tree found in the description of this video for links to my media content. Enjoy, and don't forget, wake up and smell the Clix. Hi, I'm Tlish and you're watching Coffee and Clix. Welcome to another Team Build with Tlish video. Today we're going to be looking at Ultra Chase Deadpool from the X-Men Rise and Fall set, a Heroclix set. I'm really excited to team build around Ultra Chase Deadpool. This is the Deadpool that is popping out of a birthday cake, a pink birthday cake. I guess it was Deadpool's birthday or Deadpool's anniversary, to commemorate his birthday, in the X-Men Rise and Fall set, they came out with an Ultra Chase figure where Deadpool is coming out of a pink birthday cake. There's also another Deadpool cake figure where he's coming out of a blue birthday cake, but for today's team build we're going to be using him, his pink cake version, which is the Ultra Chase set number 71 from X-Men Rise and Fall. And today's theme team is going to be Avengers theme. So it'll be a +4 Avengers theme team. So I really enjoy this build. I hope you guys enjoy it too. Let's take a look. So the first figure that we have in the team build is obviously Deadpool. Deadpool X-Men Rise and Fall set number 71. We're going to use him at 100 points. He has the team player team ability and also the X-Men team ability. He's got 6 range with triple target. He's got the keywords Assassin, Avengers, Deadpool Core, Thunderbolts, Weapon X, X-Force, and X-Men. He has improved targeting characters and out of adjacency. He's got running shot, energy explosion, 18 defense with super senses, and 3 damage with probability control, 11 attack, 11 speed, 18 defense with super senses, 3 damage with probability control. As you can see later on in his dial, he has a stop click, so we're going to take a look at that. His trait is welcome to the party. Wait, where are you going? Poison, so he has traded poison. When Deadpool uses it, he may treat characters with a slice of cake token that are not within 6 squares as adjacent. When Deadpool hits, give each hit character without a slice of cake token a slice of cake token. And then those slice of cake tokens will do things. We can see from the other traits and special abilities that he has. He has another trait, for me, you really shouldn't have. Free, choose a character within range and line of fire. Until your next turn, Deadpool can use the effect of any equipment equipped to that character, and the chosen character cannot use the effect of any equipment. So that's really cool anti-equipment ability that Deadpool has he can kind of steal the effects of equipment. And then his defense power is a stop click. His defense special power on his last click. Stop, regeneration, and super senses. When this click is first revealed, place all opposing characters with a slice of cake token adjacent to Deadpool, and Deadpool gains immune until your next turn. The name of that power is Party's Not Over Until Everybody Sings. So everybody with a slice of cake, which By the way, he's poisoning them because he treats them as adjacent when he's poisoning them. So they're poison cake tokens. I really like the flavor text there. But also he brings them all to the party. He when his stop click is revealed, place all opposing characters with that deadly slice of cake token. Place them adjacent to Deadpool, and then Deadpool gains immune, which is pretty powerful because it's a stop click where he gains immune. And then you have to try to knock him off that click. You have to try to kill him the following turn. So that's a really powerful Deadpool. And the team player team ability is going to be really important here because he can copy another team ability, and we're going to have him copy the Wonder Woman team ability. And I'll show you how that will work. But that will give him super senses that succeeds on a 4 through 6. Which will make him extra hard to KO. He already is very hard to KO, but he's going to be copying the Wonder Woman team ability, and that'll make him even harder to KO. So that's Deadpool. The next figure on our Avengers theme team, it's a +4 Avengers theme team. So the next figure we're going to use is Captain Marvel. Captain Marvel is a super rare from the Captain America and the Avengers set number 54E, or set number 54. We're using her at the 95 point version. Okay, she's got 7 range with single target. She's got the Avengers team ability, 10 speed with a special ability, 18 defense, 11 attack, 18 defense with invulnerable, and 3 damage with probability control. And she's got the Alpha Flight, Avengers, Cosmic, Guardians of the Galaxy, Kree, and Soldier keywords. She's got the Assembled Avengers trait. Once per turn, when Captain Marvel hits, after resolutions, you may roll a d6. If your force has +3+ friendly characters with the Avengers keyword, remove an action token from Captain Marvel, or give an action token to a hit character. If your force has six or more characters, do both. So, you will start with 4 Avengers characters on your team. So you may use that Assembled Avengers trait with Captain Marvel. It's important not to forget that when you're playing with her. She also has a special ability on her attack power, which is hypersonic speed. When Captain Marvel uses it, after resolutions, deal 1 penetrating damage to an opposing character she moved through. If that character is a vehicle, deal it 3 penetrating damage instead. She has a trait, free once per game, generate a Chewie Bystander. And that's free, so she could do that after moving or after attacking. So let's take a look at Chewie. The Chewie Bystander is really powerful. Chewie is kind of like her pet monster cat, right? Her pet cat. Chewie has a special ability, which says Flurry, Plasticity, and Giant Reach 2, right? Maybe it's a Flurkin. So Chewie is a Flurkin, really, in real life, the alien instead of a cat, but we're not really sure, right? And maybe it's a Flurkin. So Flurry, Plasticity, Giant Reach 2. Chewie also has Blades with 10 attack, 17 defense with super senses, and 1 damage with Perplex. So don't forget about that Perplex, because when you pop Chewie out, when you generate Chewie, he can Perplex up his attack to an 11 before he does that Flurry Blades. So really, really powerful. Lots of damage dealing with Captain Marvel, because she can fly through things with hypersonic speed, dealing them 1 penetrating, then use her hypersonic speed. Then she can create that Flurkin, and then Chewie can possibly do 12 damage with Flurry Blades. So Captain Marvel can dish out a lot of damage. And then also she's hard to KO as well, because she's got a stop click, or she's got 2 stop clicks, one on click 3 and 1 on click 6. And her special defense power is keep standing up, stop, invincible. Captain Marvel has protected, outwit. So once you get to that stop click, you can't even outwit any of her powers. And it's invincible. So invincible's pretty, you can't use penetrating damage to get through those stop clicks either. I mean, Captain Marvel's been around for this figure's been around for quite a bit now, and people know her to be a pretty dangerous damage dealing figure. So I like to use her in this team because she's Avengers and she's a really good attacker. She's a solid attacker. So we have Deadpool and we have Captain Marvel. Also, to make Captain Marvel even tougher to KO, we're going to equip Captain Marvel with the Remaker ring. So this is the Remaker. Remaker says light object, equip any, unequip KO. So, the effect of the Remaker is poison and shape change. So even if you go and try to base Captain Marvel, she can potentially poison you. Deadpool is also going to have poison, so you'll have 2 figures on your team with poison. She can, and now Captain Marvel, if you try to attack Captain Marvel, she gets to roll out. She gets an additional rollout with shape change. So that makes her even tougher to KO. So we're going to have Deadpool and we're going to have Captain Marvel equipped with the Remaker ring. Then we're going to do a little keyword cheating and we're going to use Steve Rogers. So our third figure on our Avengers team is going to be Steve Rogers. And Steve Rogers has sidestep, 10 attack, 17 defense with combat reflexes, 2 damage with perplex. So that gives you an additional perplex. It's important to remember that he also has the Avengers and Shield team abilities. He's 50 points. He's got 4 range with single target. He's got the Avengers, Howling Commandos, Invaders, Shield, and Soldier keywords. He also has that assembled Avengers trait, which we saw in Captain Marvel. He has a trait called Living Legend. The first time each game Steve Rogers would be KO'd, instead turn him to his last non-KO click, then roll a d6 and heal him equal to half the result, Protected Pulse Wave. And he has a trait. He has traded Leadership. We'll take all of the help we can get if you're worthy. Leadership. During Force Construction, you may choose a standard character of 50 points or less. That character loses its printed keywords for the entire game and then gains either the Avengers or Shield keyword. Choose one. So we're going to come back to that in a second because I'm going to show you which figure we're choosing that is 50 points or less to put on our team. Okay? So we're gonna basically be able to pick one figure that's 50 points or less and give it the Avengers keyword. So we're gonna choose. I'll show you which character we're gonna choose. But before I do that, let's talk more about Steve Rogers because he's also gonna have on his sideline, on our sideline for our team, we're gonna have Peggy Carter. This is another Ultra Chase. Peggy Carter is Captain America and the Avengers. So Steve Rogers was also from this Captain America and the Avengers set. So is Captain Marvel. Peggy Carter is also from Captain America and the Avengers. She's set number 75. She's 50 points. She is 6 range with single target, 8 speed with charge, 11 attack, precision strike, 18 defense with toughness, 3 damage with leadership. And she also has the Living Legend trait. The first time each game Peggy Carter would be KO'd, instead turn her to her last non-KO click, then roll a d6 and heal her equal to half the result, Protected Pulse Wave. And then she has a sideline active trait. When Steve fell, I had to step up. Sideline active. When a friendly character named Captain America or Steve Rogers of 50 points or more is KO'd by an opposing attack, you may place Peggy Carter from your sideline into that square on her blue starting line, then deal her damage equal to the final amount of damage taken by that character minus the damage he was clicked. The excess damage, okay? And also when she comes into the game, she starts with a Becky Barnes Bystander. And this is Becky Barnes. This is the Becky Barnes Bystander. Little sidesteps, some sidesteps, some combat reflexes. She also has 4 range. She also has keywords. Avengers keyword. She has the Avengers keyword plus some other keywords. So that's the bystander that Peggy Carter would come with. So Peggy Carter stays on your sideline. So the way this would work would be Steve Rogers. Let's say Steve Rogers gets KO'd. Then that activates his Living Legend trait. The first time each game that he would get KO'd, So now you roll a d6 and heal him half the result, right? Okay, from click number 5. So you'd turn him to click number 5, you'd roll a d6 and then heal him half the result. Then let's say he gets KO'd again. So then you'd have to KO him a second time. You KO Steve Rogers a second time. Then Peggy Carter comes in to replace him, right? And she would take damage equal to the excess damage that Steve Rogers took, okay? But she would be the replacement for Steve Rogers. Then, let's say you KO Peggy Carter. Then her Living Legend trait kicks in, where the first time she's KO'd, instead turn her to her non-KO click, then roll a d6 equal to half her result. So she would go to click 4 here, and then you'd roll a d6 and heal her half. Then she would go to whatever click that is, and then you'd have to KO her again. So you're KOing the figure, basically Steve Rogers and his replacement figure. You would have to KO 4 times in order to actually score 50 points for Steve Rogers. So that's like a really good combo. I mean, Steve Rogers, I mean, he's not a big threat on the board. So you could kind of just ignore him. But he is great because he has leadership and he has perplex. And he has sidestep, so he can carry things. He can equip your Captain Marvel first turn with the Remaker ring. He is useful. He's very useful. Not to mention that he's going to bring a character onto our team that is not Avengers theme, and he's going to give that character the Avengers keyword. So, so far our figures on our team are Deadpool, Captain Marvel with the Remaker ring equipped, and Steve Rogers. That's 3 figures. And the 4th figure is going to be the Donna Troy Prime from Wonder Woman 80th Anniversary set. I think she's an uncommon Prime. And she has the Team Titans. She's got the Titans team ability and the Wonder Woman Ally team ability. She's 50 points. She's got 0 range with 2 targets. She's got the Amazon, Teen Titans, and Warrior keywords, but because Steve Rogers gives her the Avengers keyword, she's now gonna lose all those keywords, and she's gonna gain the Avengers keyword. Okay, she's got 12 speed with charge, 11 attack with quake, 18 defense with a special power, and 3 damage. Deadpool is gonna copy the Wonder Woman team ability to gain that effect. And the Wonder Woman team ability basically says super senses, but only succeeds on a 6. But if you already have super senses, then you succeed. Then it adds a +1 to your super senses roll. So then you would succeed on a 4, 5, or 6. Okay, and that's really good because succeeding on super senses on a 4, 5, or 6, that's a 50% chance of evading any attack. So that's something that both Donna Troy have, and also Deadpool's going to have, because Deadpool's going to copy the Wonder Woman Ally team ability. So Donna Troy has improved movement, runs through blocking, right? Runs through and destroys blocking when she moves. She has a trait, Champion of Themyscira, Wonder Woman's bracelets. Donna Troy may start the game with any Wonder Woman equipment equipped. If Donna Troy is equipped with the set number 005 Wonder Woman's bracelets, when she is targeted by a range attack, increase the result of her super senses roll by an additional +1. Okay, so you could start her with the bracelets, and that would also make her super senses protected outwit if she's starting with the bracelets. She has another trait, the Groovy 70s. Each turn, the first friendly finalized attack roll of 7 is a critical hit. That's just a really fun trait. That's the main reason why I like to play with this team, is because Donna Troy just makes it super fun. Every time you roll a 7, and it's your first attack of the turn, or it doesn't have to be the first attack of the turn. It just has to be the first 7 that you roll. That's finalized after all props and everything. If it's a finalized 7, which comes up a lot, then it becomes a critical hit, and that's really awesome, and it's a lot of fun. And then her defense power is toughness and super senses. And because she has super senses with the Wonder Woman ally team ability, like I said before, she would get her super senses would succeed on a 4, 5, or 6. And if she's wearing the bracelets, if it's a range attack, she would succeed on a 3, 4, 5, or 6. Now, of course, you do have the option of starting her with the lasso instead of the bracelets or something like that. There are lots of... I'm not going to go through all the different equipments from the Wonder Woman 80th anniversary set, but the Wonder Woman equipments are all very good. So you could start her with any one of them, and it would be a good thing for her. Okay. But yeah, the key behind this team is, I mean, there is some damage dealing because you have Captain Marvel who deals damage. Deadpool can target through characters and can deal some damage. You have Deadpool has prob, Captain Marvel has prob, so you have 2 probs. You have Steve Rogers with perplex, and later outwit. If he gets knocked onto his outwit clicks, he later gets outwit. Chewie has perplex if you make a Chewie token, a Chewie bystander. You have perplex with Chewie, so you have prob, you have perplex, and then you have just 4 characters that are really tough to KO, because even Donna Troy is hard to KO because of her super senses that succeeds on a 4, 5, or 6 throughout her entire dial. So the only way to get around that, I mean, I think the best way to go after Donna Troy is to outwit her super senses. But even then, if she's wearing the bracelets, you cannot outwit her super senses. So it makes her really tough. It makes Donna Troy really tough. Deadpool is really tough to KO. Captain Marvel has 2 stop clicks, and when you equip her with the Remaker ring, she also has shape change. And Steve Rogers, you have to KO like 4 times in order to, especially if you're using Peggy Carter on your sideline. It makes him really tough to KO. So it's very hard to score points against this team. So it's kind of like a don't die team, Avengers +4, and you're using Deadpool, which is a really fun figure to use. And you're using Donna Troy, who's very fun to use. So I think this is a really fun team. So that's it. It's a +4 Avengers theme team. I hope everybody enjoyed watching. Don't forget, everybody, if you like my team build with Tlish videos and you enjoy my other content, please subscribe. Hit that subscribe button. I really appreciate it. And don't forget, everybody, wake up and smell the Clix.